Hi everyone, Merry Christmas again. It's me, Jillian. It's 12:30 a.m. now, getting a bit late. But I just wanted to say hi again and another Merry Christmas and wanted to tell you a bit about my day because it was so special. Not like any other Christmas I've had. Um, we had the usual Christmas lunch with my Chinese family who came over. There were about 16 of us. And as a gift, one of our other relatives who wasn't here today, but wanted to gift a drum jamming session for all of us. And it's kind of like a music therapy in that, so these two percussionists came over with 16 West African drums. So everyone sat around in a drum circle with the drum between their legs, not to the forward, so that when you're drumming, the sound comes from underneath. And each drum has a different tone, so even everyone just going around in a circle playing their drum makes a melody. So we're all creating a spontaneous, original music all together, and it's this kind of team building, group support, kind of spontaneity exercise. And it just felt so good, because we've all been through so much this year. I'm the one that, landed with cancer, but, it affects everybody in the family so much. And today just felt so good to connect with everybody on that level. And the lady who was leading the drumming, she was also very spiritual and very aware that my father had passed away earlier this year as well. And that's why she was kind of there to help us release the energy. And she is a big believer that, this world and the next is very closely linked. And, even though people might not be with us, they're very close by. And so she put down a stool and a drum for my dad in the drum circle with us so that he would be part of the creation that we were doing today. And it was just so beautiful that she did that. And everyone really enjoyed it, and it was just such a great, emotionally charged afternoon after this amazing lunch. So that was my Christmas day. So I'm feeling like I'm on a cloud right now. There's so much positivity today. But I also wanted to talk to you today about this book I'm reading for the second time, and which is actually, it's a bit of a crazy story because I started reading this book 3 years ago, no, more than that, 2011 I read this book, end of 2011, and this book is what changed my whole perspective on lifestyle and food and how it can affect people with cancer. And it really got me interested in the whole subject. And it's written by a Frenchman, David Servan-Schreiber, and it's called Anti-Cancer, A New Way of Life. And it's about this neuroscientist who had his own research lab in Pittsburgh in the USA, son of a famous French politician. And he was doing really well in his career, like running a research program, and just by accident, he was doing a project where they needed, patients to come in for MRIs, and one of them backed out, so this guy went into the scanner, and his colleagues suddenly saw something in his brain, and were like, oh my gosh, David, something's not right, you need to get this checked out. This is just like totally by chance. And he also at that time was 31 years old, same as me, and just found out that he had this really malignant brain tumor, and everything in his life seemed to be going very well at that point. He couldn't really understand how this could happen to him. And he came from the medical route, like the conventional medical route, so he was very unaware of anything that lifestyle and nutrition can do to help your chances. And he was given just a few months to live. He had a more severe case of brain cancer than I do. He had, I think, the stage 4 glioblastoma, which is the worst type of my type of cancer. So if mine comes back more aggressive, that's the most likely form it would come back in. So he was given a few months to live, I think maximum 6, and he went through radiation and chemotherapy, but didn't change anything in his lifestyle to be healthy because no one told him to. He would, when you go for chemo at hospitals, they feed you, white bread sandwiches and fizzy drinks and a chocolate bar. No one tells you that, oh, actually, this could be made a lot less difficult if you, thought about what you put into your body, like food-wise. And so his cancer actually came back after he had his treatments, and it was only after the second round of surgery, second round of radiation, second round of chemotherapy that he was like, hang on a second. He started to stop listening to the doctors, his colleagues at the time, because he was actually on the medical doctor side before he suddenly became the cancer patient, and then started seeing everything from the other side. And stopped listening, and then started doing his own research on how, on studies of food and how they've helped side effects of, cancer treatments. And then he went deeper and deeper into how, lifestyle choices and taking time for yourself and meditation and mindfulness and, all these psychological exercises one can work on to better oneself. And he explains it all really amazingly in this book. So I recommend, if you'd like to read it, go ahead and buy it. It changed my life, and I'm here today not really suffering yet from chemo and radiation, and actually feeling really good because of the wisdom that is in here. So I owe him everything. He unfortunately died in 2011 of brain cancer, but he was originally given 6 months to live, and he lived 20 more. So that is pretty impressive. And when I think about it, when he had it, that was much longer time ago. I've got so much, he just started that revolution, whereas I'm going to continue it. And, the amount of resources there are available today to be healthier and cleaner with one's body is, so much more advanced than when he was, just learning and trying to integrate it all into his life. So, I'm blessed that this is happening now, years later, when things are so advanced. So anyway, I really encourage you to read that if you're interested. Once again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Please keep watching my videos and sharing, and today is the end of the second week almost. That means I'm a third of the way through my treatment. I cannot wait till I'm in the last end bit of it. I just can't wait till that moment, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I hope you guys will be here with me at the end. That'll be awesome. I can't wait to finally be in Germany in the summer and be showing you around the clinic that I'll be at, and you'll be able to see that whole side of things. I mean, that's going to be, that goal is, I can't wait for that. So guys, Merry Christmas. I won't make you watch me any longer. Good night. Love you all. Bye.